excuse. You send the prayer to the Lord. I told him and let all the terrorists loose. Hold you to the bill, cause you made a truce. With a race to make merchandise out of my bills. Scared of who? You got your gun, didn't pull it. Me and my niggas started to argue. It's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take her. Approaches better move slow. Attack dog for this truth. Nigga, cool down.
Shalom, Israel. We got an Isupk started 1 West 125th Street under Commandant General Yohana. We've been bringing out the truth that our people is the true Jews of the Bible, the true Israelites of the Bible. You understand? And that the white man is the devil. Our oppressor is the devil. You understand? Like, and we're going to bring out this truth and let you know what needs to be said. You know what I mean? Definitely type in your questions. If you got any questions, hit us up. You know what I mean? We're gonna break into this whole R. Kelly being found guilty thing. You understand? A lot of our people, they kind of find it hilarious. You know what I mean? Or the brother's down. You know what I mean? Like, and he definitely is a monster. You understand? Like that should be understood. Like, he's a monster, and we at the Isupk definitely not taking up for him. You understand? But we gotta realize what the brother has went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is the Christian church that is the cause of R. Kelly being created. You understand? And we're gonna start it off with let me get Proverbs 24 verse 17. We're gonna bring it out, you know what I mean, and try to get some clarity to the situation and try to use this as a learning tool. You understand? Like, use what happens to R. Kelly as a learning tool for our people, so that there's not another R. Kelly created. Just like Bill Cosby, you know what I mean? It's never a good thing that anybody is a victim of any sexual deviance. But think about how many of our young sisters aren't victims of R. Kelly because he's a millionaire, because he has money. Just like Bill Cosby, you know what I mean? He got a bunch of Edomites, and they've been his victims. You understand? But imagine if he was, you know what I mean, Bill Cosby from off of North Avenue. You understand? How many of our sisters, mothers, whoever could have been a victim of him? You understand? So because you got that from me out?
Come, sir. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth.
Man, rejoice not, man. But you know what I mean? Proverbs. I mean, this is the scriptures telling you. Don't be happy. Like don't give it up. You know what I mean? Don't create memes. You know what I mean? When brothers is going through hell, man. You understand? Like we go through enough. You know what I mean? Don't be so glad that a brother is going through all types of hell, man. You understand? Like we all got our hell that we go through. You understand? We've all been created. You understand? Like we've all done evil. You understand? Like be happy that you're not going through the hell that he's going through. You understand? And like I said, those sisters, they're victims. You know, and we're not saying that it should be. We should just feel sorry for him. But like I said, we should use this as a learning tool. Like we need to protect our families. We need to protect our families from the Christian church. Like protect your family from religion, man. You understand? R. Kelly came up in the church, singing in the church.
Right.
You understand? And he was molested in the church. I mean, he was molested by 2 women in the church. You understand? And he was young. He ain't know no better. He having fun with it. You understand? And then he grew up and made victims out of a lot of these young women. You understand? Go ahead. You got something?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny that you say that. You know, a lot of these brothers and sisters that come up in this Christian church, especially being singers and things like that within the Christian church, turn out to be like that. You know.
God.
You know, I mean, the Christian church destroys our people like that.
God.
You know?
Definitely.
That's the number one destroyer of our people today.
And it's hard to get us up out of that, man. Like no matter how much destruction and silliness that goes on in the church, we still stay there. You understand? The church is, you know what I mean, like they're the butt of every joke when it comes to molestation. You understand? When it comes to homosexuality. But our people still go there. You understand? Because it's so powerful. That's that stronghold that we gotta destroy, man. You understand? Go ahead and finish that off from here.
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 17. Rejoice not when thine enemy falleth, and let not thine heart be glad when he stumbleth.
Man, let not thy heart. You understand? You understand the scripture when it speaks on your heart. We're talking about your mind. Don't be glad, man. Like, you know what I mean? Don't be glad when he stumbleth.
Right.
You understand? This man is stumbling right now. You understand? We should be wanting him to get help. You understand? Like, he's not getting a life sentence. You understand? Like, he's not going to jail for the rest of his life. You know what I mean? At some point, he'll be out. You know what I mean? He has connections. At some point, he'll speak to someone outside. You understand? And we should want him to get help. Go ahead, you guys.
He did say for the rest of his life.
They say for the rest of his life?
The rest of his life.
Yeah. Salakia.
You know what's, and this is the problem with us in falling into the Salakia, sir, if I may.
Go ahead.
It's the problem with us falling into the customs and culture of another nation. You know, we see all of these the same crimes go on with these people from these other nations, but they give them a few years and get them help. Where they throw our brothers, and I'm not saying that he's right. I mean, he should be convicted, he should be punished.
Damn right.
But you see the difference between the justice that they give their own and then the justice that they give us. He's in there for the rest of his life when others from other nations only getting 5 and 10 years, you know.
And the sad part is that we find that amazing because Christianity. Like we're amazed by that when it should be like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, I expect that. They supposed to do them dirty like that. They supposed to give them a harsher sentence.
Exactly.
You understand? But because of Christianity, we'd be surprised by that and be like,
right.
oh, I'm appalled. You understand? But go ahead down to verse 16. I mean 18. Slide. And the water too. Man, I'm glad you brought that out. That he on there for the rest of his life. I need to. I didn't see that.
I just saw that on CNN today.
God, they gave the brother life. Come on, and they're there for the rest of his life, man. That's heavy. You know what I mean? Even though I heard that, you know what I mean,
Right.
it's pretty the video that they had was terrible, like vicious and evil. You understand? So I guess I can see why. There's a lot of victims, you know what I mean?
Right.
But dang, that brother need help, man.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Them weaker men in jail he gonna make victims out of them. You understand? He gonna, you know what I mean? He gonna get his slack. Go ahead,
Proverbs chapter 24, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Least the Lord see it, and it displease him.
Mm-hmm. And he displeased. He displeased. The Most High don't like that, man. He don't like that you rejoicing and you happy because a brother stumbled. You understand? Because a brother going through hell, and you know what I mean, you making jokes, we creating memes and all that. You know what I mean? Like we just talking about it. You know what I mean? Like that ain't like the Most High don't like that, man. You know what I mean? Like he don't. The Most High wants us to be right. He don't take pleasure in our fall. You understand?
Right.
That's how we should treat each other. We should want each other to be better. You understand?
Right.
Good.
And he turned away his wrath from him.
And he turned away his wrath from him. You understand? We gotta understand, like if he turned his wrath away from him, think about where it might go. You understand? It might be flipped right around to you, man.
Right.
You understand? He turned his wrath away from him. You understand? That's very important. Realize that, you know what I mean? Don't be happy. Or he might turn his wrath off of him. You might see that, you might look at the news, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, all Kelly get off because, you know what I mean, some evidence or something that was incorrect, you know what I mean? And you're like, dang, he got off? And then you go outside and your car's gone, you know what I mean? You turn around, your key don't work no more. Your old lady that kicks you out the house.
Right.
Everything, you know what I mean? Your life is hell now, man. You gotta, you know what I mean? We can't be rejoicing in our brother's fall, man.
Right.
You understand? We could drop that. We got more on that, we say?
That was the end of 18.
Kinda. We could drop that. Let me get Proverbs 1, chapter 1, verse 22. You understand? Like, the thing is, we don't realize how much the Christian church affects us, man. Like, people hear us say stuff about the Christian church all the time. They hear us say, and you know, a lot of people are like, why you keep going to the Christian church and saying stuff about the Christian church and all this? First off, every religion revolves around Christianity. Everything, there's just umbrellas under Christianity, man. And our people are victims of all of that. You understand? Like, they got a surviving R. Kelly movie. They need to make a surviving Christianity.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and bring out the secrets of it. You know what I mean? Like, because it's all traditions of men. Like, none of it is in the Bible. Everything that you doing there is not in the Bible. You understand? Putting your hands together to pray. You understand? That's not in the Bible. You understand? Like, we need to realize that the Christian church is destroying us. They got homosexuals in the church singing on the choir. You understand? Playing the drums. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they show. And they show, you know what I mean? I seen a church on let's say Lot Raven. They got the color, the rainbow colors outside, you know what I mean, the billboard. It's showing, you know what I mean? They like, yeah, you know what I mean, come as you are. You understand? Like, they inviting it. They're not trying to change you. You understand? That church is built upon the Bible.
Right.
You understand? I don't care if you got the NIV, you know, what version of the Bible you got.
Right.
Every version speaks on, you know what I mean, it being unlawful for a man to lay with another man.
Right.
You understand? Like, people seem to forget that and want to be like, well, you don't that's old. The book is so old, you know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody respects it, but there's so many churches around. You know what I mean? Like, how many laws will America pass that will make us accept child molestation, man? You know what I mean? Like, we accept everything. We accept a man saying that he wants to be a woman. You know what I mean? The woman wants to be saying that she's a man.
Right.
We accept everything because America makes it law that you gotta respect these people. You understand? We elect these officials to get in their office and then decide that they're going to protect these people. You know what I mean? We're the only people that's not protected unless you're a homosexual. If you black and you're a homosexual, then you might get some love. You know what I'm saying? But if you black, if you a strong black man, you know what I mean? If you a black woman that speaks against it, then you a victim. You ain't getting no help. You understand? But we love it, and our Christian church loves it, man. You understand? And we go there every day, every Sunday, man. You understand? You got that from me out?
Come. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
You understand? How long we gonna love simplicity, man? The Christian church makes us feel that it's okay to do it. You understand? It's okay to be a homosexual. You understand? Like it's their choice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay to, you know what I mean, kill your baby. It's your choice. You understand? Like they and we love that simplicity because it sounds good. It sounds right. You understand? Like we feel good. We feel good about it. We love stuff that feels good. You understand? You learn the Isupk, man, going through these scriptures, man, that it's not about your feelings, man. Nobody gives a damn about your feelings, man. It's about serving the Most High. That's what we need to do. We need to learn.
Right.
Serve the Most High and not your feelings. We serve our feelings, man. And then people become victims, man. R. Kelly was in that church being molested. You understand? By two women, older women. You understand? Stories come out that he was, you know what I mean? He was singing in the church. These women, it was one woman that, you know what I mean, that took a liking to him, started having sex with him. And then eventually she brought another woman in to start having sex with him, man. You know what I mean? He had sex with two women, you understand, in the church. Because, you know what I mean, they liked him. They took a liking to him. You know what I mean? These women in the church, man, the same church that you go to, the same church that you don't chew gum in there. You know what I mean? The same church that you decide I can't cuss in here. I gotta wash my mouth in here. You know what I mean? The same church that you iron your clothes the night before to make sure you look good. You know what I mean? You sharp, you looking sharp, man, with your shirt buttoned down and tucked in and all that, man. Like, that place is where your child gets molested at, man. Where your child gets molested and is left vulnerable. R. Kelly was left vulnerable, man,
right,
to these people, man. You understand? If you matter of fact, let me get that article, that R. Kelly article, if I could.
Okay.
Let me drop that in right here. Man, that's like, let me finish 1 and 22.
Sir, you want to finish 22?
Let's finish that slide.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning. And fools hate knowledge.
Man, our people hate knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? Like these pastors, man, they delight in their scorning, man. You understand? Like they lead us astray, and they take delight in it, man, because they get paid off of that. They get paid. They serving you know what I mean, their God. You understand? Which is that money. They don't give a damn who they lead astray, man. They don't care who is the victim. And that's what we go, and they tell us the laws are done away with. You understand? They tell us that it's okay to eat pork, man. You know what I mean? That was a long time ago. You understand? You know what I mean? The Most High told Paul, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing defiled. You go ahead and eat that pork, man. You understand? Like we take to this because and people like, that's what I'm telling you, Israel. Like we should know. We know that it ain't right, man. You can read, you can dissect these scriptures, man. We got cross the line, man. Every Thursday, everybody debates that point, man. They got debates on these things, man. If you just pay attention, you can see the truth. You can hear their side and you can hear the truth. You understand? But how long, man, will we love simplicity, man? Like, how long will we love it, man?
Right.
How long will we be a fool that hate knowledge? Like, how long will we do it? And like, you know what I mean? You're putting your children in jeopardy, man. You're making yourself an enemy to the Most High because you're putting your feelings before the Most High. The Most High said, "Don't put nothing before me." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? The scriptures, you know what I mean, speak on. Don't even put your children above the Most High. You understand? Like if you do that, man, you ain't worthy. You gonna be at the bottom with your Christian pastor, man, in the kingdom. You gonna be at the bottom. And that's where, you know what I mean, that's where the Christian pastors belong, man, because they lead us astray, man. They making us second-class citizens, man. When you go there every week, man, and you get that, you know what I mean, you get that feel-good scripture, you know what I mean, they get to talking about your life and then throwing a scripture in there, man. Like, the Christian church is motivation speaking, man. That's all they do. It's just motivational speaking, man. You can get that anywhere. You can watch a motivational speak.
Right.
If you want to get, if you want to need some motivation to start a business or to work out or do whatever, man, just watch some motivational speaking, man. If you need that. But for you to serve God, don't go to church. Don't go to church, man, because you're putting your family in danger, man. The Most High will kill you.
Right.
You understand? And for you going against Him, your Christian pastor is going against God, and he will kill you, man. How long, man? Don't be a fool that hate knowledge.
Right.
You understand? Study, man. Study, man. Show thyself approved. Study. Get in these body, get in this scripture, man. Get in this body. Because Isupk is the only home of the truth, man. You understand? I just studied. You know what I mean? It took me a minute before I came into Isupk. There's a lot of groups out there, man. A lot of Israelite Christian groups, man. You understand? That don't practice. That don't practice none of this. Don't walk that walk, man. You understand? Good. You got that article for me out?
Come, sir.
Good.
R. Kelly was molested by his teenage sister when he was 7, his brother says.
Good night, man. Good night, man. That right there, that's going to take us into our, you know what I mean, these other scriptures, man. Like, that's terrible, man. Like, he was molested by his sister. You understand? By his sister. Go ahead, I'm going to let you finish those slides.
In an interview with Unwind with Tasha, R. Kelly's brother, Kerry Kelly, shares shocking and explicit details about the person he says sexually abused him and his famous brother when they were kids. Kerry Kelly alleges that their sister, Teresa Kelly, raped and molested them during her teenage years. He says R. Kelly was first molested at 7 years old when Teresa was 13, and he was molested at 6 years old when she was 16. According to Kerry, the abuse allegedly began when Teresa would babysit her younger brothers. My mom had to work and go to school, Kerry recalled. My sister watched us, and my mother trusted her. I was afraid to tell my mother. I didn't know how everything would change. I knew that my sister was the only one to watch us.
You see that? That's heavy, man. Because and I'm not sure, because like in this interview, it never said if they were step brothers or step, you know, if they had different fathers. It never really spoke on it. But this right here is the reason why we need a black man in the house.
Right.
Like, this is the reason why we need that structure, that, you know what I mean, because they're going to church. His father wasn't in his life. Did we ever find that article? That when his father, yeah, we do got it, right? Let me hurry. Let's get that real quick before I get into this.
You want to finish this?
That article. No, I got it. That was. It's some more on it.
I mean, we started.
It is some meat. Cause I read it. I think that's pretty much.
Okay. You want to drop that?
Kind of, we can drop it. yeah, man. But we need a father. We need fathers in these houses, man. We need. And the thing is, like here in America, man, like the black man is beat down bad. So a lot of times, a black man will move in with a sister. Like, you know what I mean? He'll move in with his baby mother, you know what I mean? And they'll live together. Once she finds out, you know what I mean, she might find a number in his phone, or he might get a phone call, or whatever, and she decides she's gonna put that brother out. So then she moves to the next man. You understand? That man got children. Now your children are in jeopardy because you got another man in the house and you got children in the house. You understand? This brother was molested. Him and his brother were molested by an older sister. You understand? We used to keep them in the house. You know what I mean? Like they would she would let the other brother go outside and play, while she would molest them. No, on a regular. You understand? Like, and it's sad. And the thing is, like, a lot of times we might know certain things. We might know these things. You know what I mean? We like yeah, I think Shorty, you know what I mean, having sex with them. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. I can't believe she's doing that. But nobody does anything about it. You understand? Like, we don't care about a child getting molested, but we should care about a child being molested.
Right.
Because the thing is, you might think that it's just that child and you're not affected by it. But that child might grow up, that child is going to get older, and then now your children are going to be molested. Your children are going to be in danger because of what was created from that child. Just like R. Kelly, man. You understand? We got to pay attention to the stuff that our children watch on TV. Because the same thing that R. Kelly's sister did, the same thing that those two church women did to R. Kelly, the TV is doing to our children now. You understand? Like, but they're not doing it to them physically, like these women did to R. Kelly. They're doing it through the mind. Like, our children are getting molested visually. You understand? They're seeing sexual content. They're seeing homosexual content. You understand? You gotta be real diligent with your children and pay attention to what they watching, man. Because your children could be a victim. You understand? And then they can be grown. They can be pretty much bred to be what they see on TV. There's an impressionable age, man. You understand? And your children could be going through. They could be open to a bunch of things that will pretty much create the person that they'll become, the adult that they'll become, man. You understand? This woman created the adult that R. Kelly became, and now because of these two church women and his sister, this man is behind bars the rest of his life. You understand? The rest of his life, man. Like, that's his fate. He became a monster, and then he ruined the lives of a lot of women. You understand? Because his life was ruined when he was younger. You understand? And he tried to do to these women what was done to him, which is, you know what I mean, sexually destroy them. Like, he was sexually destroyed. People don't understand. Like, I got a homeboy in the world. Well, used to have a homeboy in the world who, you know what I mean, the same thing happened to him. This brother's sister molested him. She would fit like she sexually assaulted, like they had sex, matter of fact. She was older than him. And this brother now, you know, I know, you know what I mean, brothers definitely got a high I'm gonna say a high sex drive. But like, this brother is on 300, and he'll hit whatever. He'll hit anything. You understand? Just because he's highly sexually addicted to sex, man. Because what happened to him as a child. Because he was bred that way. You understand? His sister took his innocence away. You understand? Just like children shouldn't learn about, you know what I mean, same-sex marriage and all that stuff inside the school as kindergartners or pre-K or just any time in school. Elementary school, middle school, none of that. They shouldn't learn about it. They should, you know what I mean, if they do decide to come out about it, whatever might happen to them, it shouldn't be exposed in the school. You understand? You gotta be real diligent with your children, man. But man, what I actually get from you?
The early life of R. Kelly.
Oh, okay, kind of. You found the spot that we found?
Come.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's see, early life. Robert Sylvester Kelly was born in Chicago, lying in hospital in the Hyde Park neighborhood of Chicago, Illinois, on January 8, 1967. He is the third of 4 children with an older sister, an older brother, and a younger brother. His mother, Joanne Kelly, was a school teacher and devout Baptist.
Baptist.
Right.
Devout. She a devout Baptist, man. You understand? Like that's she you know what I mean, so they probably going to church, going to Bible study, whatever, you know what I mean, everything, you know what I mean. And what you know what, and the heavy part about this is like, just like how we said, like you can get them breakdowns and everything by just watching the classes. You can also, you know what I mean, by watching Cross the Line. Like Cross the Line is one of the biggest debates that they had on there is John the Baptist.
Right.
You know what I mean? John the Baptist supposed to, you know what I mean, stop what he was doing. You know what I mean? He supposed to, you know what I mean, like, all right, I'm gonna step down. But he didn't. And because he didn't step down, a lot of people, you know, like, because, you know, Isupk, we understand that he left the truth. He wasn't in the truth.
Right.
But he's supposed to, you know what I mean? But people can't accept that because there's Baptists in the world. You know what I'm saying? This woman, you know what I mean, a devout Baptist, man, left her child, you know what I mean, vulnerable to be molested. You understand? So he was going to a Baptist church then. You know what I mean? So it was 2 Baptist women. You understand? Product of John the Baptist.
Right.
You understand? Sad, man. Go ahead, though.
His mother, Joanne Kelly, was a school teacher and a devout Baptist. She was a refugee from the Caribbean islands of Guadeloupe. The identity of his father, who was absent from Kelly's life, is not known.
Man, absent, man. His father was absent. You understand? And I said, like, that right there, that's that opening. That's that opening that all sexual deviancies, like, it is a way in. You understand?
Right.
By the father not being in the house. You understand? Matter of fact, let me get Matthew 12, verse 29. And that's what, you know what I mean, and women need to understand that you need a man in the house. You understand? A woman cannot not raise a man. You understand? You can't, you know what I mean, and not even in the worldly way that everybody, you know what I mean, like you can't raise a man, you can't teach football, you can't protect that man, that boy. You understand? That's why you need a man in the house, man. You understand? A black man in today's society is a second-class citizen in his own house. You can't even speak. You understand? Like, you can't even speak on things that you don't want to happen, you know what I mean, in your house, to your rib. Because, you know what I mean, it's all hell, man. And they need us, man. They need to just take it easy, man, and let that brother run that house, man. Go, you got that. You want to say something?
Come on. No, I got Matthew chapter 12, verse 29. I'm going to start at 28, though. Matthew chapter 12, verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
But if I cast out devils by the Spirit of God, then the kingdom of God is come unto you. Or else, verse 29, or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house.
Man. First, bind the strong man. You know what I mean? You won't break that down, huh? How much dumb? Yeah, I feel like you gotta say it. Go ahead, break it down for me. Huh?
It says, or else, how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods? You understand? This is what happens to us in the Christian church, especially when we grow up in households when we don't have a father, someone strong to protect us from the evils that are on the outside. You understand? It's saying or else how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except first buying the strong man, and that's what's happening to a lot of our brothers all across this earth. You understand? Our women are being empowered by our oppressor, and being empowered by the oppressor. Our women feel as though they can do anything and everything and don't need the help of us as brothers. You understand? So
right.
we get kicked out of the house, we get removed from the house, or our women feel like they try to usurp authority, and eventually brothers leave. So once you bind that strong man, once you remove that strong man, it's easy to, get the spoils. You understand? Those are the spoils. So except you first bind the strong man, and that's what's happening to a lot of us all through all of these cities. Happens to us in Detroit, happens to us in Compton, happens to us in Baltimore, happens to us in Philly. Every city, every major city across this earth, when you look at it and you see, and all of the time, it's always in these urban areas. It's where we're being destroyed at, because the strong man has been bound. You understand? And that's how we being run over now by our oppressor.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
We gotta also understand that our power lies in the Most High, following these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand? And the Most High says, the Most High is first. You have Christ, then you have man, then you have the woman. It's an order in everything, and once we
John, so you going ahead? I was going to bring that script out. You know what I mean?
Go ahead. Let me stop. Go ahead. Let me stop.
No.
Go ahead. You go.
No, definitely, man. You know what I mean? And the last line is, you know what I mean? And he will spoil his house, man. You understand? And our houses get spoiled, man. R. Kelly's house, his father's house was spoiled. That man was in the house, man. And they got his goods was spoiled. R. Kelly was that man's goods, man.
Right.
And they was spoiled, man. You understand? Because he wasn't in that house, man. That woman, whatever happened, you know what I mean, they had him buying it. You know what I mean? If it was child support, you understand? Like you said, our women become our enemies, and they don't even know that they become secret agents for our oppressor, man.
Right.
You understand? And they're working for him, and they don't even understand it. But they getting rid of the strong man. You understand? If you want your children to grow up strong, man, you understand? Keep that father in the house. Keep that man in the house, man. Like, you know what I mean? Keep him in your life. Even if y'all don't live together, man, like, keep that man in your house, man. I mean, keep him in your life, because you're gonna bring potential monster creators in your house. That sister that molested her brothers, that was a monster. You understand? And then she, in turn, created a monster. And it made it worse because he became, you know what I mean, a millionaire. So he got clout. He had fake IDs. You know what I mean? He had Aaliyah with a fake ID so he could marry her. You understand? Like, he got pulled. You understand? Like, he did what he wanted to do.
Right.
With what he became. You understand? He became a millionaire, he became a monster. Well, he became a monster first, then a millionaire. You understand?
Right.
And that house was spoiled, man. You understand? Because that strong man was binded, man. Like, and in America, the strong man gets binded, man. And our women they let it happen. Because like I said, a lot of the women are doing better financially, better than the men.
Right.
So we try to come together and be like, all right, a lot of times women ask, why don't you come over with me? You know what I mean? We like, okay, yeah, we can do that. And then as soon as you do something that she don't like, man, she using that power that she thinks she has, you know what I mean, over you, and puts you out the house. You know what I'm saying? And of course, you can't do too much. You can't even raise your voice too much, because she can, you know what I mean, get that phone, you know what I mean, you know what I mean? Hello, real husband, you know what I mean? Can you come get this side dude?
Right.
My side dude, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We're on our ways, man. Bang, come get you up out the house, man. Now, she's free to invite whatever man in the house. And you can't even ask questions like, you know what I mean? She get the new dude, you come pick up your kids, you know, who's your right there? Don't worry about it. That's my business. Don't worry about what that man is. You understand? The whole time this man plotting on your daughter. You know what I mean? You got a daughter that might be developed too much, man. You got this dude, you know what I mean? He plotting on her.
Right.
And one of the worst things is these dudes, you know what I mean? A lot of brothers get their kids into sports. You know what I'm saying? Or the mothers get the kids into sports. You know what I mean? Just to keep their children active, man. You gotta watch these coaches, man. Like watch these dudes, man. That's on, like, that's not even the coaches, but the assistants. You know what I mean? That just there. You know what I mean? I'm dealing with a situation right now, brother. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That my niece was molested by one of these dudes on you know what I mean? And he's a known. You know what I mean? He's known. You know what I mean? Like by a lot of my, like, I got cousins that know him. Like, you know what I mean? Because of the sports, because he plays sports, and he overtop a lot of kids, man.
Right.
And this dude, you know what I mean? I'm just waiting. I ain't gonna say too much because you know what I mean. I'm waiting out of the detectives and you know what I mean. And
right.
My niece mother that told me like I need to, you know what I mean, take it easy. You know what I mean.
Right.
So I'm gonna chill out, wait for them to, you know what I mean, get taken down. You know what I mean. Hopefully they do their job correctly. But yeah, man, this is the life that happens because that strong man is not in the house, man. You know what I'm saying? Right. My niece's strong man was bonded. You know what I mean? He wasn't in the house.
Right.
And she became a victim, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that these scriptures is life. You understand? They help us, man. Right. You know what I mean? We just gotta stick to them. And if I could, to jump the way he was at, let me get 1 Corinthians 11:3.
Come, sir.
Appreciate it. Try to get that with you.
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know.
You understand? And look, there's an order to everything, man. You understand? Like there's an order. Like everything runs perfectly when there's order. You understand? The Isupk runs perfectly because there's order. You understand? Everything needs order, man. You know what I mean? Like even America, as wicked as it has an order that's, you know what I mean, it's ran because of this order that's being done. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got, you know what I mean, when we were slaves, you know what I mean? We had the slave owners and then we had overseers. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? They even had what's the dudes that used to catch us with the, you know what I mean? They call them
Patty rollers.
Patty rollers. You understand? Like, there's an order to things, you know what I mean? Even their wickedness, there's an order to their wickedness, man. You understand?
Right.
We gotta know that there's a order to everything. The scriptures bring order, man. This is order, man. This order will save your children's lives, man.
Right.
Will save them. That will make sure that your children grow up as strong men and women. You understand? Without trauma. Every woman, damn near every female, every black female has bipolar syndrome, man. Right. You understand? Damn near every woman has been molested, man. Damn near every woman has been molested, man. Like that, and it's sad. Like it's a sad statistic. Like, and they probably not even reporting it. Like these are women that I've spoken to, and it's probably not put out there, but it's real. They've been molested. They're victims, you know, and now they out here loose. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's sad, man. That order needs to be held, man. Like we need that order.
Right.
Go ahead,
1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
Man, the head of every man is Christ, man. You understand? We got a head that we gotta look up to. You understand? We gotta do what Christ said. We follow Christ, man. You understand? There's a lot of things that I don't do anymore because I follow Christ, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I follow Christ. I do what the scriptures tell me to do, man. That's my life. Like your life is not yours anymore. Your life is what these scriptures tell you that your life should be. You know what I mean? I don't eat the same places I eat no more. I don't hang out the same places I hung out. You know what I mean? Like because Christ told me not to.
Right.
You understand? I got a dietary law. You know what I'm saying? We got a dietary law, man. We can't even respect that. You can't even respect that in the religions, man. Baptist, Christian, whatever, man. Nobody cares about that, man. They having pork and shrimp dinners in the damn church, man. Like in the church, man. Go down the basement, man. After a funeral, you know what I mean? You got a ham on the table, man. Like it's disgusting, man. Like it's the house of Satan. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what? And I was thinking because me and my son was in the car and we rolled past. There's a large church like off of like Lot Raven. We riding past, and my son was like, he's 4. He's like, damn, look at that castle there. I'm like, damn, you know what? I was happy, like, damn, my man think that's a castle. You know what I'm saying? He don't even know that that's the house of Satan right there, man. Right. He think it's a castle because he ain't never been in no church, man.
Right.
Like, man, and thank the Most High, right? Thank the Most High for Commander General Yohana, man, in the Isupk PK, man, because my son has never been in a church, man. Like, that's a beautiful thing, man. He will never be indoctrinated with that garbage. You understand? Like that's heavy, man. You know what I mean? But we live like Christ. We follow Christ, man. That's the man's rule, man. Like follow Christ. That's what you need to do. And Christ gave us the laws, man. You know what I mean? How you in a church? How you a Christian? You ain't nothing like Christ, man.
Right.
You understand? We broke. We for the most part broke brothers, you know what I mean, in the ISUPK, and we got clothing drives, man.
Right.
We got food drives, man. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like we doing a bunch of stuff as a bunch of broke niggas that ain't got too much, man.
Right.
And making it happen. You understand? We making it happen. You understand? We brothers that, you know, we got jobs and everything, but we riding up to DC every Sunday morning, man, to get our ass whooped, man. You understand?
Right.
We do that for our people, man. You understand? Like, that's what we're doing for our people, man. Because we follow Christ. Go ahead,
And the head of the woman is the man.
Man, the head of the woman is the man. You understand? Women can't hold on to this for nothing, man. Ain't no man about to tell me, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't about to tell me what to do. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't my father. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of America, man. Like, because of our disobedience, and we're here now in America, man, our women are so misled. You understand? Like, our women don't even understand that. Look, if we kept our laws and we did what we supposed to do, like, I would have been, you know what I mean, bought you from your father, man. Right. And you know what I mean? Understanding that you're my property, man. Like, you're mine. You understand? Yes, I'm your head. Do what I tell you to do. Right. I'm not gonna lead you astray. You know what I mean? It's like people don't understand. Like, and Commander General Yohana brought this up, man, one time. He was saying like how a child is the most important person in the house. That child has to listen, get rules, get told what to do. You understand? Like, get told, no, you can't. Get down. Watch out. You get told, you know what I mean? It's constantly being told what to do. But to the point, he's the most, or he or she is the most important thing in the house, man. A woman should understand, like she's very important, man. But you gotta be told what you can and you can't do.
Right.
Because a woman, like, look at the women in the scriptures, like, look at what happened with Lot's wife. She ain't listening to Lot, man.
Right.
He told her not to turn around. What happened to her? You know what I'm saying? Like, and like our women don't want to listen to it because they feel like we're telling them what to do because it's like yeah, shut up, girl. Yeah, get that chicken ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's not that, man. We're just your head. We're over top of you, man. We want to protect you. You understand? We want to protect you, just like Christ did for the church, man. Christ gave his life for us, man. We're gonna do the same thing for our ribs, man. We're gonna give our life, man. We can't get a little bit of obedience, man. We can't make sure that our children don't grow up like R. Kelly. You can't do that. We the ones that are gonna get up in that church and tell them people, you know what I mean? My family ain't coming here no more. We the ones that are going, you know what I mean, be the face of, you know what I mean, of not, what can I say, of hating religion. We'll be the face of it. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to be there. You know what I mean? You can still show up at the market and not be, oh, look at her. She the one that came in here and said, you know what I mean, she don't want her kids in the church and they ain't coming in. Nah, I'll be the face of that. You understand? And just be a woman and be like, you know what I mean? Well, my husband said, nah, we can't. We're not going. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like, y'all can come over and have dinner or whatever. You know what I mean? But that church, all that garbage, man, nah. You understand? Just be under your man. You understand? Right. Go ahead.
And the head of Christ is God.
Man, the head of Christ is God. So you know what I mean? Christ take his orders from God. You understand? From the Most High. Yahushua is taking his orders from the Most High, and he's giving orders to us. We're taking orders from Yahushua. And woman, take orders from your man. That's the order, man. Like, that's the order, man. And just keep the house in order. You understand? Like, make sure our children don't grow up.
Right.
And make sure they don't be molested. Make sure they aren't created as, you know what I mean, by society. By our oppressor, man. Just do that. Just be strong women, man. Look out for us. You understand? We can jot that. Let me get slide here. I think I want Ephesians. Let me see. Let me get Ephesians 7:26. Slide. I mean 6. Slide. 6. And now let me get Ecclesiastes. Let me get that first. Let me get Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
You understand? And this is, now R. Kelly said that he grew up in a house full of women. You understand? And they act different when I think his mother wasn't around or his grandparents or something wasn't around.
Right.
And after that, he was a victim of these women. You understand? Of just women, period. You understand? And the thing is, he was brought up to not please God. And the scripture just said, you know what I mean, whoso pleases God shall escape her.
Right.
You understand? But the sinner shall be taken by her.
Right.
You understand? This brother was taken by these sinners, man. I mean, by these women, by this wickedness, by these sinners. You know what I'm saying? He was brought up to sin, man. You gotta raise your children to not be sinners, man. You understand?
Right.
Like, you might think that your grandmother, she's so sweet and she's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? And she love everybody. She do right by everybody. But she's a sinner, man. You cannot trust a sinner. You understand? Don't let your children be influenced by a sinner. You know what I mean? I don't care how many clothes she might buy. I mean, you know what I mean? How much school supplies or new tennis shoes she might buy your kids. If she's a sinner, damn them tennis shoes, man.
Right.
Damn them school supplies, man. Do what you struggle. Struggle, man. The Most High is gonna protect you, man. The Most High is gonna make sure that you don't be a victim and that you escape these sinners, man. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? It's a woman that's wicked, man, is bitter. Is more bitter than death.
Right.
You understand? That's heavy, man. Women don't know how wicked their tongues are, man. A woman, man, can say some stuff that have you think, she could tell you something at the age of 17, 18. And she gonna think about, you know what I mean, your 40s.
Right.
You understand? He like, I don't like sitting this way, because when I remember when I was younger, the little chick told me that, like, they'll tell you some things, man, that, like, women's tongue is wicked, man. It ain't nothing worse than being in a relationship with a woman that's like a battle rapper. You understand? She got bars set aside for you, man.
Right.
And she'll give it to you whenever. She got bars for dudes like you, man. As soon as you get out of line, oh really, you old naked mouth, you yellow, your breath stinking, she going in on you. Like, yo, a woman is wicked, man. An evil woman is wicked, man. You understand? And we gotta make sure that we protect our children, man.
Right.
From wicked women. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? More bitter than death, man. That's some heavy poetry right there, man. Heavy poetry, man. You understand? And we gotta make sure that we escape these women. You understand? Like, one of the best things that you can do to not make sure that you don't have a child by a woman that's wicked, that can potentially put your offspring into hell, is to know that sex is marriage. It's to know that you can't throw these women away, because it's easy to have sex with, you know what I mean, a fat tail, you know what I mean, or a banging body,
right?
But without knowing nothing about it. You understand? It's easy to do that. But when you get into the scripture and realize that you can't throw that woman away, that's you for life. You'll think twice about having sex with her. You understand? Like, we got the 1 year rule in here, man. You understand? Which is, like, I feel like brothers should have this in their life. You understand? Like, outside of the school, because you know what I mean. The 1 year rule is not pushed outside of the school. It's pushed in here, though.
Right.
You understand? But it would definitely do you more. It would give you pleasure, man, to actually take this rule outside, man.
Right.
Because I know a lot of brothers with wicked baby mothers, man. With wicked baby mothers. You know what I mean? That do the most evilest, bitter stuff, man. You understand? And if you know this woman before you lay down with her, you'll realize that you're not putting yourself in a compromised position where your children won't have to be, you know what I mean, the victims of this, man. This man grew up in a house with a Baptist woman and a bunch of women, catty women in the house, and was molested. That a bunch of women that didn't even act the same. You know what I mean? When certain women were around, all that cattiness and all that garbage, man. You understand? You gotta just be careful, man, what you do, where you put your rod at, man.
Right.
You understand? And we could drop that. Let me get the Proverbs. Let me get Proverbs 31 and 10. What time is it? 8, 9. You got time?
You want to finish breaking?
Let me see that. Hold on. And what was that? Ecclesiastes, right?
Yeah. 7:26.
7:26. Slide. Oh, slide. You didn't finish it. Slide. Go ahead.
Whose heart is snares and nets.
Whose heart, snares, and necks, man. Come on. You know what I mean? They minds, man. It's disgusting, man. You understand? It's traps, man. Like it's traps, and you will be. They'll create traps, man, and you'll be the good that catch of the day, man.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And you ain't get thrown back. You don't get thrown back, man. You
Right.
understand? You'll be that snare. You'll be that net in that net because of that snare, man. And then you're gonna have to try to find out how to maneuver around this monster, man.
Right.
That you decide to lay your rod inside, man. And now you got children. You know what I mean? R. Kelly father broke out because like that Baptist was probably, you know what I mean, a monster. He probably felt like, I got to get up out of this net. He was caught up in that snare, man. You know what I mean? He left his kid, man. You understand? Child support. You understand? That's that snare right there. That's
Right.
that net. You understand?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Just what else you got? You got child support.
That's the main one.
That's the main. It is. I'm trying. I know it's a whole lot more snares. You know what I mean? What we got? What? That might be it. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's the biggest one. You know what I mean? We gotta, you gotta be strong about your lust, man. Because you know what I mean? You'll be bounded in this, man. Go ahead.
And her hands as bands.
Man, you tied up, man. You understand? She gonna definitely hit the police up, man.
Right.
Every time you get out of line. You gonna get out of line and she gonna call them police up, man, and then that's gonna be it for you, man.
Right.
You understand? You might gotta work the next day. Now you lost your job, man.
Right.
You understand? Because you over the bookings. You understand? You done because of this woman, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Whoso pleaseth God shall escape from her.
Man, you keep them laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You understand? You can escape her, man. You understand? You'll be disciplined. You understand? You might see her. You keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And you start to be more disciplined. And you might see her walking past. You might see that. You know what I mean? That net. You might see that trap walking past, and she got the. You know what I mean? The little tight little joint on, the little onesie, the little leggings and joint on.
Right.
And she walking past looking fat as ever, man. And you looking at it, you seeing like, yeah. And you know what I mean? You already know the scriptures, man. You know that, yeah. If you do that, you gonna have to keep that. You
Right.
understand? And know that, yeah, you know what, you can't have a whore. Because if she dressing, she might not be a whore, but she dressed in that attire of a whore, you gonna have to think twice.
Right.
Before you lay down with her, man. And realize that, you know what, I can't just do this. I can't hit her. I would love to, but I can't. You understand? Make sure that you know these scriptures gonna protect you, man. Keep you out of there, man. Go ahead.
But the sinner shall be taken by her.
Man, the sinner gonna be taken by her, man. R. Kelly's father was taken by her, and then R. Kelly became the victim of her.
Right.
You understand? He was a victim, man. And that's what it's not just you that get punished, man. You're punishing your children, man. Your children get punished, man. Because you decide, I'm gonna roll up. I can't deal with this, man.
Right.
She, you know what I mean? She fat as hell, but I can't, man. Man, forget it, yo. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I deal with yo when he get older or something, man. Let him know that his mother, you know what I mean? She ain't right. But the whole time you done left that boy vulnerable, man.
Right.
Vulnerable to growing up and getting a life sentence. Getting a life sentence and ruining the lives of many beautiful young women, man. Because you decided to roll out, man. Because you didn't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's a, you know what I mean? Like it's a wicked circle. You know what I mean? That we our children fall into, man. What we got? Alright, we done with that. Let me get what I say? Proverbs. Yeah, let me get Proverbs, man. I don't wanna. I know it's probably sisters out there like, oh my God, they always talking bad about us. You understand? We got it. You get it, man. I mean, like so. Sisters, y'all definitely. Sisters are beautiful, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Our women are the greatest women on earth, man. You understand? This scripture right here is going to let you know how beautiful you are, man. But of course, it's easy to, like, women's heads already been blown up, man. You know, man, that's the reason why we got, a lot of times, we got to make sure that you know the wickedness that you do so that we can appreciate that beauty, man.
Right.
Because if we keep telling you how beautiful, men been telling you that all your life. How beautiful and special you are. You know what I mean? There's so many songs where brothers talk about, man, you know what I mean? If I can give you the world, I would. You understand? Like if I can give you the world, I would. And a man, if a man had that power, he would. You understand? Give a woman the world, not knowing what a woman can do to it. Women love shiny things, man. You gonna give a woman the world, man? A woman that can be pleased so easy.
Right.
Look what happened to Eve, man. She was pleased and so easy. You know what I mean? By a subtle tongue, man. Like somebody telling her, like, look, nah, girl, don't worry about him. What he talking about, man? Go ahead, come on. Let me read this to you. let me explain to you this life right here. Let me tell you all about this. You understand? That's what can happen. But we do got some beautiful women, and you know what I mean. We get that. We get what's that? Proverbs. You got that for me?
Proverbs
31 and 10.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
Man, who can find it? Like a virtuous woman is a woman that's gonna get out and make that money, man. As you know what I mean, can get out and take care of her. That's gonna take care of her family, man. That's gonna take care of her man when he down. That's a virtuous woman. Who can find a virtuous woman? You understand? That's the question. Who can find a virtuous woman? Because a virtuous woman is like, in America, man, in this life, it's like trying to find Waldo. You understand? You gotta search for her. You understand? You can't. It's gonna be a lot of, you know what I mean, a lot of pictures on that Where's Waldo joint that's gonna be like, oh, there you go, that ain't him right there, dang, man. You gonna be searching, trying to find Waldo, man.
Right.
But you gonna, you know what I mean, when you finally find him, you like, oh, y'all, it was dirty. He was right there the whole time. Ain't that something? You know what I mean? Understand, like, searching for that woman is don't get caught up in the looks. Don't get caught up the way though you just gonna take whatever,
right, because
it's right there. You know what I mean? Because she don't mind giving it up to you. You understand? That's the one you don't want. You understand? Go ahead.
For her price is far above rubies.
Man, for her price is far above rubies, man. That's, you know what I mean? Like a woman, like rubies, and like ruby's still worth a lot. You know what I mean? Like it's like a woman is, her worth is far above rubies, man. A virtuous woman, man. A woman that don't mind working and getting out there and doing right by her family, building up a house, man. You understand? Like making a house a home. You understand? Like my rib, she came, like, you know what I mean, and I definitely got bigger up. Like she came in my house, she moved in, and before she moved there, man, she made an accent wall, put a bunch of, you know what I mean, artwork up. Like if you left it up to me, man, it'd be a bunch of pictures of, you know what I mean, DMX and Tupac, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need all that other stuff, you know what I mean? But she came in and made it a home, man. She even got everything smelling good. You know what I mean? Like it feels like a home. You understand? A spot to come home from Hebrew Academy and put my feet up and, you know what I mean, eat a nice meal. You know what I mean? Like that's a virtuous woman, man. You understand?
Her price is far above rubies.
Far above rubies, man. You understand? Far above rubies, man. Like, and we need that, man. Like we brothers need that, man. We need that help me, man.
That thing that she provides is what we need. That's what you needed.
Damn right, man.
That's a help me, just like you said. That's a help me.
Exactly. That's what we need, man. You understand? Let me see. We got more on that, right?
That's good. For her practice was about rubies.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go out to the next.
Nah, we too wild right there. We need to try to help out these little potential baby R. Kellys that might be in the world right now, man.
Right.
Let me get Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12, man. If I could say that.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
You understand? We got now. This is an order that needs to be, you know what I mean, put out to everybody. Everybody needs to fight with this, man. We don't wrestle with flesh and blood, man. You understand? Because the Christian church is not flesh and blood. You know what I mean? The governments are not flesh and blood. These laws that get made, you know what I mean, that says homosexuality is acceptable. You know what I mean? And respect these people, and you know what I mean, and say that, you know what I mean. I felt out something from my son here in school. He just started school, and it said, what do you want to go by? I think it was like pretty much saying like his gender. What do you want to go by? Like the hell, like this is the world we live in. Where you put down what do you want to go by.
Right.
Not what you are, not what God made you, but what do you want to go by? Like, that's disgusting, man.
Right.
Like, that's disgusting, man. For you to be a so-called God-fearing person, and for you to be okay with this, man, for this life, that says, you know what I mean, that asks you questions about what do you want to go by, man. You understand? Jim Mahane brought out on a Black Watch. He brought out a story. I wish I would have found that. But anyway, he brought up a story about there's like in some, I forgot, it's in other countries where sometimes like children will go missing. They'll leave the home and they got stray dogs, a lot of stray dogs out in the area where they're at, and the children will go in the woods, and the dogs will pretty much be kind to them. They'll, you know what I mean, pretty much taking them in, you know what I mean. They'll give them a little food or whatever, like they'll bring them food or whatever, being kind to them. So like, there's a child that was pretty much being raised by a dog, and the dog, she was talking about how she communicated with the dog. Like the dog would bark and she'll walk back or whatever. And they found this. They found her in the woods, and Shorty thought she was barking. She thought she was a dog because she was like her mother. She said how her mother had a bunch of kids and she was an alcoholic. So Shorty ain't really had no food. So she went out and started living with the dogs. And yeah, Shorty thought she was a dog. And the thing is, she was young at an impressionable age.
Right.
So she thought, yeah, she was a dog. But if you know what I mean, if you really analyze it and look at that situation, it's like, all right, so what are we going to tell this little girl? That she is a dog? She didn't, you know what I mean? It's not that she didn't think that she was born a dog.
Right.
That she's a dog inside. She just thought she was a dog because she was taken care of by the dogs.
Right.
You know what I mean? And in America, if you pretty much analyze that, then now you got to analyze all types of things that could happen to people at an impressionable age. And it's like, all right, so now when did you think that you were a girl? Or when did you think that you were a boy? What happened to you in your life? And if you take that to the, you know what I mean, take that up, then now, you know what I mean, it's probably something that's going to never get looked at, because it's like nobody wants to say, dang, you know what, she had trauma. You know what I mean, her mother wasn't there in her life, her mother was an alcoholic, she ain't do right by her. So Shorty, you know what I mean, felt like she was a dog. She, you know what I mean, started looking, you know what I mean, thinking that the dog was her family, and now she barking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just like America, man, people, they say, you know what I mean, you can be what you want to be. Like Dave Chappelle said, you know what I mean, I think I'm a Chinese man, you know what I mean?
Right.
But you know what I mean? But I look like this. Like it's terrible what happens to us, but that's what we gotta fight. We're not gonna fight against flesh and blood, man. You understand?
Right.
Go ahead.
But against principalities.
Against principalities, man. That's what we gotta explain, man. You understand? All these principalities, man. Every law and everything, man. You understand? Like that's what we're fighting against, man. You understand? Principalities, man. You know what I mean? We're fighting against your children coming home and saying, I just learned about same-sex love, man. Or I just learned about, you know what I mean, that, you know what I mean, all colors should love each other, you know what I mean, or you know what I mean, God loves everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I learned about, you know what I'm saying? That's we're fighting against that principality, man. Like fighting against, you know what I mean, it being a month that, you know what I mean, a whole month that homosexuals can have a parade, man.
Right.
You understand? Like we're fighting against, you know what I mean, Christians being able to go, a large building existing that says, you know what I mean, God has done, these laws are done away with.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can have sex with a man and his wife. You understand? You can you know what I mean? You can sell drugs, you know what I mean? Do anything good, protect your family. You know what I mean? Not protect your family, provide for your family. You understand? Like we're like a government that gives drugs to our communities. You know what I mean? That keeps drugs. You know what I mean? We went through a bunch of man, droughts where, you know, man, what is it called when money low? What is it called? Recessions, a lot.
Right.
We done went through recessions, man. Plenty of recessions, but drugs ain't never dried, man.
Right.
You understand? We you know what I mean? We done ran out of toilet paper in the goddamn markets, man. You know what I mean? But drugs ain't never run out, man. You understand?
Exactly. Right.
You understand? Like, man, it's been like Nixon administration admitted it that it was all garbage. You understand?
Right.
Like that's the principalities that we fight against, man. You understand? Go ahead.
Against powers.
Against powers. That's the power, man. That's the power. Against this government. You know what I mean? Just like Yahweh did, man. We fight against this power, man. You understand? And we understand that means that could be our life. You understand? But we get it. We gotta fight against this. You understand?
Right.
Go ahead.
Against the rulers of darkness of this world.
Man, the rulers of darkness against this world, man. You understand? This world, this time that we're living in right now. You understand? The rulers of darkness, man. They're the rulers of darkness, man. The same people that, you know what I mean, have our people being murdered on the streets by their government officials. I mean, by officials that the police. You know what I mean? The armies, whatever. You know what I mean? Like they're saying these powers that have you enrolling in the army and go to kill another group of people. You understand? In the name of America, the same place that murders us. That, you know what I mean? That has soldiers coming back after a war, coming back and being murdered themselves in their war uniform. I mean, in their uniform, being murdered, being hung. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As they fought for this country, man. That's that power that we need to fight against, man. You understand? Like the same powers that raped our strong men in front of us.
Right.
You understand? Like that's the power that we fight against, man. The same powers that, you know what I mean, that when they were trying to get alligator skins for, you know what I mean, for them tennis shoes, I mean, for them old slick alligator shoes that, you know what I mean, people wear in church.
Right.
They used our babies for alligator bait to get that alligator skin, man. You understand?
Right.
We're fighting against that power, man. The same power that damn near got all the animals in existence that the Most High created extinct. You know what I mean? The damn near they try to take out everything. The people, and it tripped me out when you read about, you know what I mean, animals that's being extinct. It always say that man did this. You know what I mean? Man, you know what I mean? He because of man that these animals don't exist no more. You know what I mean? Nah, they need to put because of the white man.
Right.
You understand? That these animals don't exist. We ain't do none of that. You understand? We a victim just like the damn animals, man. You understand? They trying to make us not exist no more. You know what I mean? But we God's people. We gonna stay here, man. Go ahead.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Man, that's them churches, man. Spiritual wickedness in high places, man. Them big ass churches, man. Them large churches, man. You know what I mean? That wickedness needs to come down, man. You know what I mean? We need these scriptures on church, man. We need to walk around strong with these scriptures, man. Because that spiritual wickedness in high places, man. And you can see in God we trust everywhere. In everything, in God we trust. It's always gonna be there. In God we trust. You know what I'm saying? On the back of the dollars. But it's not the Most High. That's not their God, man. That piece of paper is their God. You know what I mean? That the white man is their God. You understand? Like their God is not our God. We don't serve their God. You understand? We serve the Most High. You know what I mean? The God of the living. You understand? The God of the living is who we serve, man. That's what we fight. That's what we fighting for, man. That's that principality. You know what I mean? That we need to take down, so that our Father can reign. Like, you know what I mean? So that we can take over. We can live, man. We can live, man. Because the darkness, the rulers of the darkness of this world, man, they need to be taken down, man. You understand? Let me see. Let me get 13.
Ephesians chapter 6 verse 13. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of God.
Man, take the whole armor of God, man. You understand? This is war. Life is war. You understand? Everything is war, man. Even, you know what I mean, down to what we brought out, you know what I mean, about your woman. You understand? About your baby mother. You know what I'm saying? That's war, man. Like dealing with child support, like everything is war. Making sure that your children don't grow up in an unnatural way.
Right.
That's war, man. Like you gotta be fighting, man. Everything is against us. So we gotta fight hard against them.
Right.
You gotta keep fighting, man. You understand? Aggressive, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Hebrew Academy, we know about that.
Right.
Aggressive, man. You gotta be aggressive with it. You know what I mean? You gotta fight against the principalities, against this world, man. You understand? Like, they're gonna try to take us out, but we gotta keep that whole armor of God on us, man. You gotta know it, Like, you gotta understand it and know it. You gotta pick this Bible up, man. You gotta look at these classes. You gotta come to class, man. In order for you to know the whole armor. You don't want to be out there thinking like, oh yeah, I got my armor on. Whole time, all you got is, you know what I mean, a knee brace on. You know what I mean? You ain't got the whole armor of God on you, man. You know what I mean? You thinking like, yeah, I got it. I'm an Israelite. I know that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, nah, man. You need to get up in here, man, and realize what the whole armor of God is, man. Go ahead.
That ye may be able to withstand in the evil day.
Man, make sure that you can withstand, man, because there's a lot of temptation out here, man. Your phone is temptation, man. You got porn in your phone, in the palm of your hands, man. That's a lot of evil.
Right.
You know, that you gotta withstand that evil, man. You gotta withstand and don't fall short, man.
Right.
You understand? Like don't be weak. You understand? Weed is everywhere. You know, I ain't never been a real big weed head, man, but I smell weed everywhere. So I understand that there's probably brothers that, you know what I mean, trying to get themselves off weed, and they'll smell it. They'll like, damn, that smells good. You know what I mean? They'll be trying to fight like, they probably be like, damn, I just want a hit. I just want one hit. I just want a little bit. Understand, man, like that's wickedness, man. That's evil. You know what I mean? Like, yo, don't, like, stay strong, man. You understand? Withstand it, man. Go ahead.
And having done all to stand.
Man, do all you can do, man. You understand? Do all you can do, man. Stay strong, man. Satan is walking up and down the earth, to and fro, man. Making like trying to tempt you. Trying to prove to the Most High that you weak as hell, man. That you a weak brother. You understand? He gonna try to prove that you weak, man. You can't be weak, man. You gotta stay strong. You gotta make sure that that the Most High be like, you know what? Go ahead and tip my man Alice out, man. I know he got it, man. You understand? Make sure he gonna be, you know what I mean? Tip my man with them, man. Like, try to see, you know what I mean? Have you tried him yet? You understand? Like, yo, be strong, man.
Right.
Like, be strong in it, man, because the devil, he want to prove that you ain't right, man. He's here to prove you, man. You understand? And you gotta just be strong, man. Fight that, man. You understand? Go ahead, go ahead back down to 14. Go ahead down to 14.
Come. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about the truth.
Man, having your girt loin, man. You know what I'm saying? Loin your girt, man. Like, look, this right here, like, it's pretty much like saying, you know what I mean, like grab your testicles, man. Like, be strong, man. You understand? Like, be strong about it, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of you got war belts, man. You know, you can hold it up. You know what I mean? Be strong about it, man. You understand? Get up thy loins, man, with the truth. You understand? Not with the Christianity, not with the Baptist. You understand? You understand? You see what that lame people at, man. Like, there's no truth in that. You know what I mean? There's no life in these religions, man. There's death. There's all death in it. You understand? We gotta live. We gotta be strong, man. Be strong in this truth, man. You understand? Go ahead.
And having on the breastplate of righteousness.
Man, the breastplate of righteousness, man. Put that breastplate on, man. Be strong, you know what I mean? Hold strong, man. You know what I mean? Be strong with it, man. Like, make sure that you know what I mean? Don't drop your sword because things get a little strong, get a little heavy for you, man. Like, be strong in it, man. Most High is gonna see it and He gonna bless you. You understand? Most High gonna see you, man. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just come to class, man.
Right.
Come to class. You know what I mean? That's the best advice that we can give you, man. You in Baltimore, man. Come on down to 3430 Eastern Avenue, man. Come to class. You know what I mean? Take a flyer when you see us out on the street, man. You see us out there, man. Take a flyer, man. You see how all the good we doing, man. You see the clothing drives, man. See the food. We put clothes on people, man. We feeding people, man.
Right.
You understand? Like, yo, come get in this army, man. Damn the white man's army, man. I will pray, like, why join your oppressor to make his country better? You understand? When you can make our nation better. That's what we need, man. We need strong soldiers, man. Let me see. Let me get Mark. Mark chapter 3. I want to say 25. This is gonna be my last scripture. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause this right here, like I said, we gotta, women, just, if you know your role, like, read the scriptures, man. Understand where you're supposed to be. We know our role. Like, don't, and women need to understand, like, because of America, like, women can hear a man say, like, man, just, like, you know your role. You know what I mean? Like, they'll take it as a disrespect. It's not disrespect, man. Because us as men, we know our role. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? We know our role. We gotta protect you. You understand? We you know what I mean? We want to provide and make sure that the house is strong, man. You know, making sure that our children and you are protected and you grow up knowing these scriptures, man. Like that's our role, man. Our role is to die for you to make sure that you stay alive and to make sure that our children stay alive. You understand? That's our role, man. We get ours. Just understand your role. Go ahead, you got that from you?
Come, sir. Mark chapter 3, verse 27.
No, 20. Oh, you got it. You said, no, Mark chapter 3, verse 25.
25.
Okay.
Come. Mark chapter 3, verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself.
If a house be divided against itself, man. If the woman is thinking, if the woman is a Baptist and the man is a Christian or he a Muslim, you understand? Go ahead.
That house cannot stand.
Man, that house not gonna stand, man. You understand? Like if my baby girl can wear whatever she wanna wear, look, she don't need to dress like that. That house not gonna stand, man. You know what I mean? Well, he a grown boy. You know what I mean? He can go outside and play. You know what I mean? He can come back in the house at 10 o'clock on a school night. Now he need to be in the house at 7 o'clock. He need to be washed up, get ready to eat and all that. You know what I mean? No, we can't do that. You know what I mean? Look, I want to take him to the high holy day. Nah, we gonna do Thanksgiving. That's the only time I get to see my family. You know what I'm saying? The house is not gonna stand, man. You understand? You gotta stand together. Man and woman need to stand together. You understand? The scripture said, you know what that scripture said with them? There's nothing. What do you say? One thing I love the most is a man and a woman that agree. You know what I'm talking about? I can't. It's a lie. Let me get that one real quick, man. Cause that scripture right there will save us also. Okay, yeah, kind of. That's Ecclesiasticus.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Amos.
Amos?
3 and 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
We can get that one too. Let me get Ecclesiastes first though. Ecclesiastes. Matter of fact, you already got it. Let's wrap with that first.
Amos, chapter 3, verse 3. Can two walk together except be agreed?
Understand? Can two, you know what I mean, be together? You know what I mean? If they don't agree, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, can that really, is that a structure that's going to last, man? You know what I mean? Like, that's why you need to understand that sex is marriage. You need to take your time, brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? Scripture says don't marry over lust. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like the Isupk PK been telling us since 1969 that sex is marriage, man. You know what I mean? The scriptures say do not marry over lust. You understand? Don't see a woman be like, yeah, and be like, and now you know what I mean? Y'all bumping hips, man. And now you got a monster on your hand because she don't want to hear nothing. You don't know nothing about this woman, man. She against everything. You know what I mean? She a strong Christian. You understand? And you didn't already hit that, and she's yours. And now you gotta that's your property. She don't want to hear none of that. I ain't no man property. You better my father don't call me like that. You know what I mean? Like, right. Nah, all that. That shit. But you gotta deal with that now. You understand? Go ahead, I'm on that. Alright, we can drop that. Let me get Ecclesiastes 25 and 1.
Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified.
Man, you know what I mean? Beat 3. There's 3 things that's a beautiful, man. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
And stood up beautiful both before God and men. The unity of brethren.
You know what I'm saying? The unity of brethren. That's the beautiful thing, man. You know how like our neighborhoods would be so much beautiful, man, if everybody loved each other, man. Man, that brotherhood is what we need, man. You understand? Like that's everything. That's life right there, man. Brotherhood, man. Like, come on, man. Brotherhood, man. Like, if we had strong brotherhood, like, there'd probably be less police murders, because a brother see a brother, you know what I mean, about to get murdered. You know what I mean? Probably jump up out there, you know what I mean? Everybody jumping on the police, man. Right. Making sure that brother be okay, because we like, nah, I don't know, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, that's strong, man. Like, that's a beautiful thing. Go ahead.
The love of neighbors.
The love of neighbors, man. Your brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Our people. That's our neighbors. Is Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? Not the white dude that you live next door to. Now, you know what I mean? That's our brothers, man. That's our neighbors, man. Go ahead.
A man and a wife that agree together.
Man, a man and a wife that agree together, man, will not create R. Kelly, man. You understand? That's a beautiful thing right there. You understand? That's what we like. That's what we need, man. A man and a wife that agree together. That'll kill molestation in the hood. That'll kill, you know what I mean, homosexuality in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, these things right here, man, will help us. You know what I'm saying? If we love each other, we're gonna take each other kids, man. Your son is not gonna be, you know what I mean, somewhere doing something crazy, and I'm gonna allow it to happen. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to stop it at my hardest, you know what I mean? Right. If I can, I'm gonna just come and hit you up. Hey, boy, you know your son is up here, he got the crib, you know what I mean? He got these, you know what I mean? That's love, man. Like, that's what we need, because, you know, the kids go astray. You understand? But we gotta make sure that we lock them in, man. You understand? They can't do that. They know they got eyes on them. They will. Right. I can't do nothing, yo. That dude right there, he'll be running, telling my father everything. He earthy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be that earthy brother, you know what I mean, and protect your kids, man. You understand? And that's what we need. Everybody needs to be that. You understand? And black woman and man need to agree together, man. Don't just take a woman because she, you know what I mean, she looking bad. You understand? Because that your life is gonna be bad.
Right.
You understand? And that's bad meaning bad, not bad meaning good.
Right.
You understand? So we gotta be strong with it, man. You know what I mean? With that, I pass the class over to priest and officer. My thumb, man. You know what I mean? Shalom.
Yeah, priest of powerful hand. Right. Yeah, that priest a powerful hand. Right. Yeah, ain't nothing like the brothers is, huh? And Most High put order in everything.
Right.
And without order, we have nothing, right? The scriptures say that we put our truth in the Most High, and He shall be our shield and our buckler, right? We put our trust in the Most High, and we will be covered. We will be protected by the Most High, basically, you know? Security announcements. We are the Isupk out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has a particular interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry, tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means 10th in the Hebrew, and it's pronounced ma'ashra. It's a 10th of every penny of any increase you get, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, a free will offering for priests. It's not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Up and coming holy convocations, when we have the Feast of Dedications on September the 28th, November 28th. That's, am I right? That's November 28th, right? No, the Feast of Dedication, that's November 28th. November 28th. You know? Remind Akim Aquafium to check on social media such as isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for Isupk events and material. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel, a Majum Shabbat, a Majum, Barak, Yahweh Shimi Hawashah Barakatah,
Yahweh Shimi Hawashah Barakatah,
Yajmatah, class dismissed. Right. Got it.
Any man give his life for Yahweh Shah Christ. And for the money that you became now. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for if necessary. built.